and welcome back to Up Next, the show where Carrie and I sit down and talk about music. That's Carrie, my beautiful and talented co-host.
Hi.
I'm Kalen.
Hi.
And we're refining our beautiful recording setup each and every day.
Each and every day. It might not look that different, but it is. If you were here, if you could look around the room, you would be in awe at what we've been able to accomplish.
Do you wanna get us started on the albums we're talking about today?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, I'm a little tired. We've been over this. It's very gray and gloomy. Fall is definitely in full swing here in the beautiful city of brotherly love.
Yes. One of my neighborhood friends who's like a Philly native, I walked by her and I said, "How are you doing?" She said, "It's chilly Philly today."
Ooh, it's chilly Philly today.
Chilly Philly.
How's Bobka doing?
Bobka feels about how we both also feel. Very tired, kind of scared, over it.
She hasn't even been on a walk today, and look at this.
Like, this is just the mood. This is the mood. I haven't felt like this in the afternoons in a long time. This was very high school Carrie. The crash where you feel like you could just fall asleep sitting here.
You gotta, become more addicted to caffeine. You gotta up your caffeine.
I don't think that's true. I drink like 3 cups of coffee a day.
Oh, maybe you need to cut out all caffeine entirely.
There you go.
Do you want to talk about music now?
I'm ready now.
Okay.
I just wanted a little bit more of a warm up. We had to jump in a little bit more. But I'm feeling good. Ready to talk about my first album. I guess this is maybe technically an EP, but I want to talk about it anyway. It's Hostile Design by Black Eyes.
I would love to talk about this EP. Let's dive in. So for the people who aren't familiar with Black Eyes, can you give us a little intro?
Well, these are DC post-punk legends, I would say, of the early 2000s. They put out a couple albums, and they, like, broke up. Then they put out some kind of compilation that covered a few years after. They did that a few years ago. But I think this is their first new thing in a very long time. That new, as you would say. It's post-punk, so very frantic and strange. They are definitely still doing their thing in that regard. But they have some groovier melodic moments, and maybe that's what makes it post-punk. But I don't know, punk isn't really known for that, and I really enjoy their groovier, more melodic chunks.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, dub and psychedelia influence on this record, which has been totally absent from any of their previous work. This is kind of out of left field for them, but I really liked it. There was some discourse in our Discord server, which is now open to the public. Go join it at the link in the show notes. If you want to join the Discord server, it's very fun. Yes. And we fight. I mean, we have respectful conversations about music, and because I mean, this was kind of this. You know, I don't think anyone really expected them to put out such a dub-heavy record.
I mean, it's dub-heavy for like a bit of some of the tracks. I mean, I still think their style's all over it. It's not totally out of left field. It's not totally something new, which is why I like it. They're not like these totally out of touch aging punks. They're like, back in my day.
Right.
Or whatever. Yeah. Like, it still feels very fresh, and it still feels very, like, aware.
I mean, even their stuff when it was coming out in the early 2000s, you listen to
it
different today, and it sounds contemporary.
Yeah, it really does.
It's great to see them back, and I really like this EP, and I would love to catch them if they're touring soon. I'm looking forward to see if they put out a full release soon.
Yes.
But this was a beautiful little morsel that they dropped for us this week.
Yes, and they're known for having, like, a pretty chaotic live show. I want to note, too, that I love the sax on this release. It's so much fun. And, yeah, I quite enjoyed their kind of spacier moments they explored here. But there's still a lot of, like, quickness and urgency to it as well. Don't think they just have totally fallen off the deep end.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's all very danceable, both danceable in, like, the punk sense and then danceable in more of the groovy
sense.
Yeah, groovy, sort of jungly, reggae sort of.
It's fun. It's fun. Hell yeah. Tell me about your first album, Kalen.
My first album I'm talking about, I was really blown away by this one. It's Station on the Hill by Computer. I would say this is for fans of Yahweh and Nailgun. Need I say more?
I mean, no.
So, do you want us to... No, okay.
No. It definitely has Yahweh Nailgun. I mean, it's just in that very cacophonous, very dense percussion section.
It starts off very angular and in your face. It's very confrontational in its songwriting style with some more like traditional rock instrumentation interspersed with more saxophone. We love saxophone.
Yeah, I felt like if you're a fan of Viagra Boys as well, there's like some crossover here that you could enjoy.
Yeah, there's walls of noise and a really unique percussion style that makes this a super engaging, interesting listen.
Hell yeah.
Later in the album, things kind of slow down into more of like a post-hardcore kind of a feel, and then into some cool electronica on other tracks. They kind of flirt with more of like a post-punk energy some of the songs too. So this record plays with a ton of different sounds. Certainly something for everyone on here, but it all feels pretty cohesive from what I heard so far.
Amuse-bouche?
An amuse-bouche, a sort of tasting menu, sort of chef's choice, an omakase. Anyway, check it out. Listen to this really awesome record. This is the band's debut album too. Super blown away by a first release that is as awesome as this one is.
Fuck yeah. Welcome to music.
Welcome to music. Computer.
I have a second album to tell you about.
Please.
Ooh, it's called We Live in Sand by Snakeskin. This is really excellent and heartbreaking, kind of ambient dream pop, but there's this undercurrent of like industrial music under it. It's more subtle at times and then kind of shines through, but there's a noise and a grit to it that kind of carries in from industrial and drone stuff. But it's with these pop songs, it's like pretty singing and all that. This is a duo based out of Lebanon, so it's tricky. They kind of tackle how it feels when war sort of reaches your doorstep and like nonstop tragedy and stuff. Just how complex and grief-stricken things become, but really beautiful music as well. That's kind of all I have to say about it.
Interesting. Yeah, I love the combination of industrial music and pop music here. I think we hear that in, you might think of artists like Charlie XCX, for example, more of like a deconstructed club sound. But this takes a very different approach.
It's more on the sort of drone and ambient side of things. Yeah, it's not quite so intent on thrumming regular rhythmic sections and stuff. It's just, a little looser, a little spacier.
Yes, it's not quite like designed for the dance floor like you might imagine. This is a little more if like Warrington, Runcorn, Newtown Development Plan produced a pop record. Yeah,
very much so. Very much so. I love that. Yeah, what about your next album?
Awesome. Well, my next album is also sort of from Lebanon. I'm talking about Yara Asmar with her new record, Everyone I Love Is Sleeping, and I Love Them So, So Much. This artist moved from Lebanon to upstate New York, and this record is very hauntological. There's a lot of field recordings. There's a lot of like personal voice memos, found instrumentation. We're talking like music boxes, broken toy pianos. But the artist states too, this record is not a nostalgic record, though it may be easier to frame it that way. There's no future to yearn for, and the past does not exist as far as I'm concerned. There is a big, sprawling, horrifying present that eats everything in its path.
Love that.
Relatable. No, I mean certainly not to the extent that this artist has experienced necessarily, but it's about how, you can look back to the past for comfort, or you can kind of imagine this very optimistic future, but all that really exists is our present moment, and boy, is that present moment challenging sometimes.
Well, and when the past has been literally systematically destroyed.
Yes, when
you don't have it. Like, it does not exist. And also, it's really easy to reach back and feel like things were easier back then, but maybe you were just less aware,
Sure, or you were more innocent.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Ignorance is bliss and all that. But, things have always been so complicated and everything. But, I don't know what I'm saying. But just that the past doesn't exist, basically. That's where I'm trying to circle back to.
Sure.
Yeah.
And this album, it uses so many interesting elements in terms of its instrumentation. I already mentioned broken toy pianos and music boxes. This artist speaks extensively in the liner notes about her experiments with music boxes, figuring out how to make them herself, how to make like the discs. She explains it all better
that it reads.
And then figuring out like how to put text onto those discs to sort of change the poetry into sound. Building music boxes the sizes of like chairs so you can sit inside of the music boxes and be fully enveloped in the sound.
Oh, sick.
This artist does a lot of like puppetry as well.
I love that shit.
A super creative person through and through, and worth a follow on Instagram.
Hell yeah. I love that. I mean, we talk all the time about multidisciplinary artists, and so when they step into an album, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
I always wanted to know what a puppeteer and automaton creator It's not what it is. A music box maker, I guess.
Yeah, this is what it sounds like.
It's cool and I like it.
Beautiful and touching and sad, but not, that feels reductive too. Just check it out.
Complex.
Let it speak to you. Sit
it's
inside
nuanced.
The sound.
Sit inside the sound. Well, speaking of sitting inside the sound, my third album kind of has a similar concept. It's Cassotto by Suzan Peeters. This is an artist based out of Belgium, and they specialize in the accordion. And something that they are sort of playing with, at least in the liner notes on Bandcamp, is this sensation as you listen to the album of being in that chamber of the accordion and it being so close to you. And I feel like there are quite a few tracks on this album that stand out as far as, like, getting that done. The accordion has such depth here that it kind of gives you chills. Like, it's so close, and they, that use of sound and silence, they hold out on these long pauses in that way that you can when you're, like, I guess, in that neoclassical world. There can be a little more push and pull. And this artist, Suzan Peeters, does a lot of different methods of recording the accordion and, like, preparing it, I guess, in a way. So it's super experimental, and I've heard her shows are also really fun. Yeah, just pushing texture, timbre with the accordion.
What a fascinating instrument, too.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we don't have to go down an accordion rabbit hole.
And I don't think it's only accordion. I'm pretty sure there's other stuff on it, too. But this is what it's all about. Yeah.
You love a little accordion album.
I just like when there is an instrument that isn't often used that someone is, like, practiced in. Yeah. And, like, can really break the rules. Yeah.
And the accordion,
I appreciate that.
It breathes. It has so much character to it. It's one of those instruments that is hard to replicate digitally.
Yes, absolutely, because it's so much about pressure, Yeah. It's a very human thing. Cool. Fascinating.
My last album is You Left Us in the Spring by Vangas. This is some good old classic outside noise core, very tense, depressive post-rock with some unique instrumentation here. There's a little bit of saxophone and clarinet. They both have bass clarinet and, like, soprano clarinet and soprano saxophone. So we're exploring a lot of different timbres here. Whenever bands try to build tension, you can kind of either go for those really sharp, high-pitched sounds or those deep, rumbly bass sounds. And I really like that this record does a great job of finding the interplay between those two things.
It's like dynamics in any direction, you get louder or add more instruments,
Exactly.
People talk loud when they want to act smart, right? Okay.
And there's a lot of loudness on this record.
Yes.
Along with some really expressive, emotive vocals that drive home the depressive message here, I guess. There's also some kind of gothy guitar tones, which makes it the perfect vibe as we enter the fall season.
Oh my god, and it is so fall today. But, no, this album is so much fun. I love its complexity. I love its energy.
I love its energy. It's really, really
It's intense. Pretty crazy, yeah.
It's kind of a bummer, I would say. So,
I would definitely call it a bummer.
Brace yourself for that. But if you're looking for something heavy and hard-hitting and emotional to get you in your feelings, this is a good pick.
This is the one.
It's the one.
I love it. That's so good. We ran through those.
Awesome.
Feels good, though.
Are you looking forward to anything this week?
Yeah.
What you got?
I've got here's the thing. I'm always talking about my volleyball games, but this week it's at 9:30.
That's so late. That's way too late in the evening.
And I'm so sleepy.
9:30 is a great time. I mean, it's even still a little late for the game to be over.
And it's not going to be over until 10:30.
That's crazy.
But so anyway, I hate to complain because I am looking forward to it. I love to play volleyball. I don't know what exactly I'm looking I mean, there's a secret project that I can't talk about.
Oh, you can talk about it next week.
I'll talk about it next week. What about you?
There is a show tonight at our friend's place at the Dumpster.
Yes, love the Dumpster.
Who knows if we'll make it or not. Only time will tell. It's in like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I could go and then go to my game.
Totally. I was kind of thinking about suggesting that. So maybe we'll see. Did we just make a date?
Maybe.
We'll check in. There's a noise show on Wednesday that I was thinking about going to also. And then another show on Thursday.
Whoa.
I think at Cousin Danny's.
The shows are happening this week.
Lots of shows this week.
Hell yeah.
All midweek. Nothing planned for the weekend. All midweek shows.
I think I'm going on I'm going on a hike the weekend after.
Fun.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
Exciting. Yeah. Hope everyone's taking it easy. tell me about the albums that you like this week in the comments. Sure. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Does Bob have anything to say?